Hello everyone again. As I mentioned in my previous video that I will do a separate video about subclass 491 pathways in Tasmania, and there we go. This video will briefly cover the critical criteria about subclass 491 skilled work regional professional visa pathways for Tasmania. Now the first most important thing to remember is that you must meet the minimum Tasmanian nomination requirements to be eligible for this subclass 491. There are 5 nomination pathways under this subclass 491, each with different requirements, and priority attributes like green, gold, and orange applies to each of these pathways. Priority attributes are used to rank your registration of interest. That means the most competitive candidates will be invited or are likely to be invited to apply for nomination. Now let's begin with pathway 1, which is Tasmanian Skilled Employment Pathway. This pathway is for skilled migrants who have worked in Tasmania for at least 6 months with a valid skill assessment. If you have related employment in an occupation list on the Tasmanian Onshore Skill Occupation List, which is called TOSOL, you may be eligible for nomination after 3 months of work. There are other eligibility requirements for this stream, such as employment, skill level, conditions, etc. So again, contact us to explore if you are eligible for this pathway or not. Now, pathway 2 is Tasmanian Skilled Graduate Pathway for Tasmanian graduates who have completed at least 1 year of full-time study with a Tasmanian 𝐁𝐨𝐬𝐧 registered education provider. Now note that your course of study must be equivalent 5, which is a diploma or higher. Your course must have been completed full-time and must be on site in Tasmania. Always note that you must currently be living in Tasmania and intend to continue living in Tasmania to be eligible for this pathway. Now let's move on to the third pathway, which is Tasmanian Established Resident Pathway. Now this pathway is for skilled migrants who are employed and have lived in Tasmania for at least 2 years and currently be employed in Tasmania either in a role equivalent to ANZCO skill level 1 to 3 and have at least 6 months of experience at the same level in the last 12 months for a minimum of 20 hours per week. Or if you are working in a role to ANZCO skill level 4 to 5, you must have 12 months experience at the same level or higher in the last 18 months for a minimum 20 hours per week. Now let's move on to the pathway 4, which is Tasmanian Business Operator Pathway. This pathway is for skilled migrants who have successfully established and operated a business in Tasmania for at least 12 months. There are also other eligibility requirements for this stream, which is vast and will be hard to cover in this video. Please feel free to contact us to learn more about your eligibility for this stream. Lastly, pathway 5, which is Overseas Applicant Job Offer Pathway. This pathway is for skilled migrants living outside Australia who have received a job offer in Tasmania closely related to their skills, and most importantly, their employer must have a well-established business that has been actively operating in Tasmania for at least past 12 months. Also, there are other eligibility requirements like other streams. So for more information about this stream or any other stream, please feel free to contact us.